if you're an online coach or consultant and you already have a YouTube channel and you're getting views, but you need leads, and you're losing a lot of high ticket clients, but you're not sure where or how to even create more leads. In this video, I'm going to show you the 4 biggest leaks where most people lose their lead even before you get to the landing page, and the exact tactical actions so you can turn these views into 8 times more high ticket clients. By the way, I'm Dave and I've sold my 7-figure business, built sales funnels for #1 best-selling books, and even created software for Disney and Amazon. Let's dive in. Okay, so assuming you already have a YouTube channel and you're trying to get leads from your YouTube channel to your landing page, well, most people think the problem is actually on the landing page here. They spend hours and hours, weeks and weeks and months like optimizing the landing page, when in actual fact, most of the leaks, and we're going to go into the top 4 right now, are actually hidden in your YouTube channel. All right, so I like to call these the call to action leak, the packaging leak, the random content leak, and the binge watch leak. But here's why this video is so important, and we're going to get into the tactics of each one of those leaks. So let's say you wanted to 8x your leads over the next couple of weeks from your channel. Maybe you've got minimal and you want to ramp them up. And this is even for small niche coaching YouTube channels with just a few hundred subscribers. So let's start with views here. Anyone can get 100 views on their channel, and usually that comes from a few thousand impressions. Impressions being the number of people that saw the thumbnail. And out of those 100 views, we can get 5 clicks if we put a link in our description and do that really well, called the CTA, the call to action. So this goes through like a funnel. We get 5 clicks, and that might typically convert at 25% of people that get to your landing page. So we might get 1 sign up. Now, if we look at these numbers horizontally, what can we increase? Can we increase the number of impressions? Well, the packaging leak is that one. Can we increase the number of views? We absolutely can by content quality. Can we increase the number of conversions, the number of people that click on the link in our video, call to action? And so even if you didn't do anything on your landing page, it was exactly the same conversion as it is today, we get 8 times. So that's where these numbers get really good, because even if we just said you got 2 extra clients, if you're a high ticket performance coach or transformational coach helping people in their lives, let's say someone purchases something and they purchase 5 more things from you later, you can see how this really ramps up. Even 2 extra clients can get to 5,000 plus extra for you, plus any referrals. If you do a good job on your actual product and your offer, they're going to refer other people. So every time we fix one of these leaks, it gets huge. Now, if you want to submit for my free audit, I'm doing free audits right now just for a limited time. And I'm going to go through your YouTube channel and your landing page and then provide an actual report, a detailed audit. There's 20, 30 things on here of things that you can just tweak today. Some of them are really quick, easy fixes, and you'll naturally increase the amount of leads coming from your channel, even if you've got a small audience. If you comment audit below, then I will send you the link to the free audit. All right, let's dive into number 1, which is the call to action leak, which is a problem between your channel getting leads to your landing page. So the problem here is most people shy away from actually putting the call to actions in their video in the first place. And what do I mean by call to action? This is just the click the link in the description to go to your landing page to get the freebie, or to even sign up for an offer or join a waitlist. It was Ed Lawrence that said he got massive results when he put a CTA, imagine this is the timeline of your video, into the first 90 to 120 seconds, into the middle of your video, and into the end of your video. He actually 10x'd at least the number of leads that were coming from a video to his landing page, and that actually added up to an insane amount of revenue for him. All right, so tactical actions, let's get straight into it. So it's really important that we align our channel as a business in the first place. So many channels are typically entertainment, and other channels publish a lot of content, but they are trying to hide the fact that they're an actual business trying to sell something. When we're really transparent about saying our business offers something, and you can do this in the banner of your YouTube channel, say, I help people go from A to B, and the specific audience that you help. And now people are going to come to your channel knowing that it's a business, and they're either interested in your offer or they're not. It's exactly what you want. And when you do this, it's so easy to naturally add these, click the link in the description to go get my thing, because it aligns perfectly to your A to B offer. So you're going to get a lot more conversions on your call to actions if you say you're a business in the first place. And we also want to make sure that we have a CTA in every video, and the start, the middle, and the end, as we talked about, and make it really, really casual and clear and make sure the thing that you're offering, the link in the description, is valuable. So you've got to really know your audience. So for example, here, I am promoting my free audit to help you go through these leaks in your channel and get at least eight times more leads. And there's a lot more leaks in that audit. And so you'll see in this video, I'm going to at least do 3 call to actions to that audit. And hopefully you should be doing the same on your channel to get a lot more leads. All right, on to number 2, which is the packaging leaks. This time it's even before people get to your video in the first place. All right, so if we think about our YouTube channel, even if we're just starting out, it's going to get a handful of impressions. I just started this channel from scratch. I had a channel before, and I found I didn't niche down enough, so I started a brand new channel. I get a small bunch of impressions, and then based on the performance of the video and the click-through rate, so how many people click the thumbnail, YouTube algorithm will decide what happens next. So think of it as a series of tests, and every impression is a marble. Bear in mind, some of these marbles are going to end up your actual high-ticket clients that come to you eventually. So we want as many marbles in the pot as we can in the funnel. Some people will click, many people will not. And depending on whether they like and engage and everything like that, then YouTube will score our video. And if we do really well on our video and it's really high content value, the viewer value is great, the engagement, the comments, the likes, all that kind of stuff, then we'll get promoted to the next test. And so we'll get a lot more impressions here. Obviously, there'll be a lot more high ticket clients in here somewhere. So now we get 8 times more clients at least in the initial bucket or funnel of marbles. And again, if the video does well on test 2 with the algorithm, we're going to get a whole bunch of people go through our video, and some of these people will click our link in the description and end up to our landing page. And YouTube will keep doing this. If the video does really well, and for whatever reason, it could be the packaging, it could be the words in the title, it could be the thumbnail, it could be the performance of the video, it will then push it to level 3, test 3, and test 4. So what this means in the packaging leak is we need to put a lot more effort in our packaging. And these days, I kind of learned this lesson for doing over 200 videos on my old channel of I need to put so much more time into packaging. In fact, I probably spend 70% of my effort on packaging now because more impressions will end up more leads, is the long story short. And YouTube just wants successful watch time so that it can sell ads. And so how good our videos are in terms of the YouTube algorithm comes down to a whole bunch of things, but it starts with packaging. And that's the ideas and unique angles, titles and thumbnails that perform, script writing your intros so that they're really effective, and hooks, researching outliers, and the actual video performance and engagement in the first place. And this is why AI channels, faceless channels can really, really struggle. So we need to put a lot more effort into packaging if we want to get 8 times more leads out the other end. And it starts with, again, treating your channel as a business, knowing the exact A to B one problem and offer that you're going to solve for a particular group of people, so that the algorithm has a chance to match the videos to that audience and do some audience matching. Otherwise, these boosts of getting through the algorithm tests will never work. So think of those algorithm pushes or tests as a series that we have got to win test 1 with all of the things in the last slide to be able to get to the next test and next test. And this is packaging, click-through rate, titles, thumbnails, video value, intros, engagement. It's a whole ton of stuff. And I find I'm just kind of practice one thing at a time and try and improve it one thing at a time. To spend a lot of time on the idea, title, and even things like unique angle, even things like being polarizing, like standing out from the crowd, contrarian takes, and researching outliers and other videos that have done really, really well and why. And making sure we spend a lot of time on the intro and the hook. All right, number 3 is the random content leak. And I see this problem everywhere. And this is the thing that killed my old YouTube channel. I screwed up. So I spent years, many, many years creating so many videos on my old channel here. Oh man, I had so many passions that I kind of got swept up in you've got to build a brand that people tell you, and you've got to follow your passions and create. So I ended up with personal development. You can see fitness here in the little tiny thumbnails. You can see courage and confidence. You can see motivational content. You can see goal setting and habits. There's so many things. And then eventually, this was the lesson learned. The last few videos started to actually perform really, really well above all of the others. And it was because they were all focused on the correct avatar I was actually trying to reach, which is entrepreneurs. But the channel had already died. So recently I had to start over from fresh. And this time I'm going to focus on one A to B problem and offer. And every single video is going to speak to the same ideal buyer on the exact one problem. And a lot of people make this mistake and it kind of screws your audience. You end up, even if you go viral and build an audience, and no one's actually going to want to buy things. And so your leads will suffer, your call to actions will suffer, your conversion rates will suffer. If you do get people to your landing page, it'd be very hard to target to actually sell something because you don't even know who your audience is. And so broad channels end up with multiple different topics and multiple audiences. So I like to think of these as like fireplaces, and people come and watch and they'll come back for particular things to watch. But if you then publish something about fitness and then publish something about mindset here and then publish another topic, then you end up with a mixed audience all over the place. And typically entertainment channels have this problem where we end up with so many different topics and audiences and cool videos that people think are cool, but none of these people are going to buy something because we can't target anyone anymore. Instead, what we want to do is one fireplace. So we make your fireplace is the problem that you tell stories about, that you've experienced, and that you're going to talk about that problem deeply with people. And so there's one ideal buyer that we must focus on. One fireplace, one problem, one ideal buyer. And that way, everyone heats up here a lot more quickly. If we have multiple videos, let's say you publish 8 videos here, then people are going to warm up incredibly quickly. Even a new person coming to your channel, even if they don't subscribe, they may lurk around, watch the first video, then the second video, then the third video very quickly. And we'll talk about binge watching next. And when people warm up, they end up going to your landing page if your offer here is completely aligned to that one problem that you talk about on your channel. When I say one problem on your channel, I'm talking about you have one overall complicated transformational problem, but the content ends up, 20, 30 little micro problems of that big problem. So everything is super aligned. I would say this is one of the biggest ones to drive a lot more leads. When you have a small audience, but it's massively lasered in on one fireplace, you're going to get tons more leads. And not only that, but high ticket leads because you niched in on a very specific problem. So be careful when people talk to you about like personal brand, building a personal brand and going viral, because that can actually harm us, I believe. You want to be super niched, super lasered in, and focus on a very specific and tangible A to B problem that you solve that is high ticket in your coaching or consultant business, and know that ideal buyer like inside and out. Then all the content should be the same A to B problem, and you're focusing on kind of the mini micro problems within that A to B journey. Not only that, but over time, the YouTube algorithm will help kind of audience match you because every video has been about the exact same thing. And so it will push you harder over time as well. So far, we've just gone through 3. There's one more leak to go, but if you want to go through a free audit, I'm happy to dive in, look at your channel and your whole funnel, and I go in depth. And this is not some AI stuff. This is human. I use my time to actually go through, it's a traffic light system. So you'll basically get a red light, a yellow light, or a green light, depending on certain areas of your YouTube channel and your funnel and your landing page, so that you know exactly what needs attention and what is going to drive you more leads. And that's absolutely free. So comment audit below. That will help the algorithm for me, and I will send you the link. All right, finally, the binge watch leak. So Ed Lawrence talks about this all the time. This is what happens at the end of your YouTube videos. And so many people miss out on this. So this is one of the fastest ways to warm up that fireplace. So have a look at this. If someone new comes to your channel and watches video 1, at the end of the video, we want to naturally, we don't want to wrap it up, say thank you for watching and everything, click the link in descriptions, whatever. We want to say, okay, this has been mini problem number 1. And when we make that video, we want to plan what mini problem number 2 is, or something like a deep dive. We need to know the next video we're going to push them towards. So we want to encourage binge watching. We know the YouTube algorithm loves binge watching because they get more watch time and they can sell more ads. But not only that, it's the fastest way to warm up new viewers or people that maybe will come back next week or the week after, and they'll end up going through this loop, just like we'll watch like a Netflix special, right? Just like I watched Stranger Things the other day with my daughter and ended up like binging the whole thing that night. Where this gets super powerful is you can essentially generate really, really hot leads that will go straight to your landing page and super high conversions. They'll sign up for your freebie, or they'll sign up for a waitlist, or they might even book a call and book in to actually purchase something or work with you immediately off the bat. No other social media can warm up like long form video on YouTube does. And this is where we binge multiple videos about. Daniel Priestley talks about this. Google talks about this. So when you have a lot of time under attention with a certain creator, you want more. Now, when all of those videos aligned with the exact A to B offer that you make, and you're a hot lead, then we know exactly what's going to happen. So tactical actions. When you're planning your videos, think about this. Think about what is the logical binge watch video that you're trying to push them towards. Plan this out. Go check out Ed Lawrence's channel. He does this amazingly. Think about a line, just like the first line of your video, that is a hook with curiosity. So if you want to solve common problem or next problem in the list, go watch this next. When you publish it in YouTube, you'll link to the actual video thumbnail as an end screen video. And same as always, everything is A to B aligned with the exact problem that you solve. Otherwise, none of this will work. All right, because that free traffic light audit of your whole funnel is manually done, it's human powered, which is kind of rare these days, then I'm doing limited spots on that. So comment audit below will help me in the algorithm. And then if you don't want to wait, just go in the link in the description and you'll get straight to the free audit. You can sign up for the waitlist. Ideally, you already have a YouTube channel, you've got traction on the views, because those are the people that I can help the fastest increase their conversions, increase their leads, increase their clients. And talking of binge videos, if you want to see Alex Hormozi's $100 million landing page advice of how to make landing pages and the conversions on your landing page really easy, then go watch this next.